For others, even in our own city, that language and the language of holiday festivities rings hollow. Which means we have to keep asking this question when we get to this time of the season and we say peace. The question is, peace for whom? And it is into that kind of world in our story today that God takes action. And where does God start? Not in Caesar's palace, not in the halls of power. God starts with an old priest named Zechariah, doing his job in the temple, saying his prayers, burning the incense, keeping the spiritual machinery running under the shadow of Rome. And on the surface, everything in Zechariah's life looks ordered and faithful. It looks peaceful. But underneath it all, there's this long ache of unanswered prayers that Zechariah and his wife have been yearning and hoping for a child. His wife, who has been called barren, and he have been hoping for the coming of a child. And right there in the middle of that imperial peace and that personal sense of defeat and resignation, a message shows up. And the sign that Zechariah gets is this wonderful sign for him, but it's not a flashy miracle everyone can see. We've got this man caught in the middle. But the sign Zechariah gets is you will have a child, but also you're going to be stricken with silence and you can't tell anybody about it. Imagine for a moment that a messenger from God comes to you and says, the thing you have been wanting for forever is going to come true, and also you can't tell anybody. His voice gets taken away. He walks out of the temple, unable to even bless the people, unable to explain what happened, unable to spin the story to smooth things over. And for months, he's been spent saying all of these prayers. And for months after, he has to live without words. All he can do is watch Elizabeth's body change, to feel Rome's boot still pressing on his people, to listen to the whispers of his neighbor, and to sit with his own longings and fears. He lives in the tension of the world, between the world that calls itself peaceful and the God who shows up in quiet, steady, slow, unfolding moments to make a very different kind of peace possible.